Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Abner Mares. He says he sees something in Gervonta Davis. I can beat him. That's what he says. Who knows? We don't know if he believed that or not. We don't know he's just selling the fight or he's just trying to grab some money, whatever. But the thing about it is, the interesting thing, too, if he didn't have 3 losses, if he didn't have no losses, and he came in a fight with no losses, it would have been different. It would have been different. That means that he would have won all his fights and stuff like that. But the thing about it is he got 15 KOs, which I don't expect him to knock out Gervonta Davis. That means that it's going to go 12, whatever. But on Gervonta Davis' part, looking at his knockout ratio, it might not go 12. But if it do go 12, that means that that don't mean that Abner Mares won. That mean that, that mean that Gervonta Davis could have knocked him down too at the same time. I expect somebody to get knocked down in this fight, and I'm being serious with that. I mean, I don't think this should be a surprise to y'all. But I think that Davis is really going to clip him. I just feel that way, but you never know. It's always a punch of chance at the same time when you get into the ring with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I know Abner Mares is a very skilled fighter than Davis because he's older. He's been there. He's been in the professional boxing for a minute before Davis. But but Davis is coming along quicker than everybody expected. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen him making a little bit change in the ring too at the same time, using his mind, using his brain as in to do this and do that, like to use certain punches too at the same time and punch you in the abs or whatever, in the stomach, whatever. You know what I'm saying, to get you out. You know what I'm saying, and keep his energy, keep his breath instead of wearing himself out. He'll take and if he do, he'll take by like I say about like 10 seconds, 10, 20 seconds, whatever, to to get himself back together. You know what I'm saying? So I know I seen that in a couple of fights that Gervonta Davis did, but he kind of worn himself out. You know what I'm saying? And because he was throwing a lot of punches too at the same time, and it was punches that really count too at the same time. So, but be careful. I think he's going to be careful in this fight at the same time. Or maybe he might not.Maybe he might redo the same thing. But one thing is, Gervonta Davis might be taking him lightly too. That could be a dangerous too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be an interesting fight. I remember one thing about Robert Garcia said about Gervonta Davis that I forgot to mention. He said that when he fought Jesus Cuellar, and when he knocked him down 2 times. Then the 3rd time he got knocked out, whatever. He said Jose Cuellar gave up, and the thing about it is, this is what Robert Garcia said, because when Abner Mares fought him, he was the better. He think he was the better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Which I disagree with that to a certain degree. Maybe he was, but maybe he might not. But what I'm saying is, he said he gave up. No, I think he gave up because he didn't want to get too many. He didn't want to hit. He didn't want to get hit with too many of those punches that Gervonta Davis was giving him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have got back up. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But why he didn't do it? You know what I'm saying? That could be. That's the only person who knows that is him. We looking at it. He probably could have got up, but he probably was really hurt too at the same time. Or he said, I don't want to take no more punishment. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. But what's bad too at the same time? Getting knocked out or don't want to get back up to fight again because of you got knocked down. I think it was 2 times. Then the 3rd time he got knocked out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he could have got back up, but we don't know. But I mean, if you said that he gave up at the same time, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a money grab. We don't know, but I just think that I just think that you know what I'm saying, he probably did thought he could probably beat Gervonta Davis, but he probably underestimate Gervonta Davis. But in this fight, Abner Mares, I'm thinking that I hope Gervonta Davis don't underestimate Abner Mares, but we'll see. Definitely February the 9th in the StubHub Center in California. And you know, one thing is, he says he sees something in Davis that he can try to see his some flaws or something like that. That's what Abner Mares said. Well, you know, one thing is, a lot of people say they see something, especially Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr., that's a little bit different fight, of course, at the same time. I mean, of course, Mikey Garcia, Abner Mares is moving up on weight, but one thing with Abner Mares, he got 3 losses. But the funny thing about that, with the 3 losses that he has, I think it was 2 fights with Leo Santa Cruz, and it was 2 tough fights, if I'm not mistaken. It could have went either way, but it depends on how you lose. So I gotta put that in my I gotta keep that in my mind too. At the same time, you got really knocked out, you know, on the canvas, or you didn't want to hit back, you know. But especially if you got knocked down and knocked out, that's a little bit different. But if you got knocked, but you went to the judges too at the same time, I look at that a little bit different. You still can bounce back. You could easily bounce back from a fight like that if it went to the judges, and especially if it was a close fight. But if you got knocked out and was losing too, definitely losing, with no doubt, then it might be hard to bounce back from a fight like that. But at the same time, we're definitely going to see what is the flaws that he sees in Gervonta Davis. But you know, one thing is, everybody's saying the same thing. I see a flaw in a fighter, but everybody has flaws. Abner Mares, you have flaws. Mikey Garcia have flaws. You know what I'm saying? So Abner Mares and Mikey Garcia got to understand. I think I'm not saying that. I'm not. Well, you know, one thing is, he could be underestimating Gervonta Davis and Mikey Garcia. He could be underestimating Errol Spence, especially his skill wise too. At the same time, everybody talk about his power, his being powerful, and don't run out of breath. He keep on coming. He's like a train and all that, and he don't tire out. Whatever, he wears you out. But they don't talk about his skill level. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, I remember I heard Errol Spence say, I got a lot of things that I haven't shown everybody yet. You know what I'm saying? Skill wise. So you better be and then Gervonta Davis, you better be careful with him too, because he's with the Mayweather camp, man, and these people been boxing for a while. So at the same time, I expect these 2 fights at the same time be good, and Abner Mares might have a point, but at the same time, can you get to that flaw and work on that flaw that the Gervonta Davis is, you see, and can you capitalize on it? You know what I'm saying, for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't capitalize on it, that's gonna be your ass at the same time, or you're gonna have to have an A and B and C plan. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about him saying he see a flaw? Because everybody have flaws. You know what I'm saying? I think Gervonta Davis see the flaws in him, and then Errol Spence too at the same time see the flaws on Mikey Garcia. So, but leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Hit the bell icon for new notifications, new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Bye bye.